Do you know what bugs me the most about Meghan Markle? The entitlement. This girl is the worst example of laziness and entitlement I've ever heard.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire. Today's video is something, of course, I had to talk about. This is about Meghan Markle, and yeah, this is a person that went into the royal family and is a black person, right? I mean, she's seen and considered to be a black person, and ever since she did that, ever since that happened, guys, it's been a roller coaster. Like, I've never come on the internet and seen anything positive about this woman, even though I've never had her do anything to anyone. And it's more pressing when it comes to like the white women, like they just cannot stand her. And I'm like, why would you even fight with someone that doesn't say anything to you, that someone that just focuses about themselves and their family? Like, these women, the palmed women, cannot stand that Meghan Markle, as a black woman, of course, is getting more or gets more attention and is seen more by the public than their so-called Kate, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, recently, I think a few days ago, Meghan Markle had been off Instagram, has been off the internet, has been really off. And she came on Instagram and, debuted, actually talked about her new show on Netflix, about her life and how she moves her life and, about cooking. White women are pissed. They can't stand watching this lady blossom. They cannot stand it. And every video of the white woman that I came across to, there was nothing positive to say about Meghan Markle. They were all looking for things and comparing her with other people and making her seem like she's a nobody, like she has not done anything for herself. And yet you be on the internet and see like some girls, palmed girls that can just come and, do little dances and that's it. And they are all over, they are all over networks. They are being invited and, being shown as they are, something. And then we have someone who is literally married to the royal family and, they are calling her and literally trying to portray her like as nothing, and they are really annoyed because Meghan Markle is having a show of herself. Guys, listen to what they had to say, because this is wild, and how black people came out and called these ladies out or these people out. Come back and let me know what you think about it.
Do you know what bugs me the most about Meghan Markle? The entitlement. This girl is the worst example of laziness and entitlement I've ever heard. You don't believe me? Let me tell you about the job she couldn't quite manage to do. So she recently pulled the plug on her podcast called Archetypes. And here's what was required of her. 12 episodes, in her pajamas, it was audio only, a script, 28 employees, an assistant who was actually conducting the interview with big celebrities while Meghan's voice was piped in later. And for how much money? Oh, that's right, $20 million, $1.5 million per episode. And she just couldn't quite get it done. Now, a Spotify exec even called them fucking grifters and lazy. She still thinks that agents are going to sign her in Hollywood. Girl, let me tell you something. You can be a lot of people in Hollywood. You can be a drug addict, a drunk, a complete bitch. You cannot be the person who won't show up for work and do the job they're contracted to do. So good luck. Something tells me these two are going to be radioactive for a very long time. What do you think?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Meghan Markle series on Netflix is going to be pretty boring and we're probably not going to get a season 2. The thing with Meghan is she doesn't want to show her edgier side. We see the sweet side of Meghan. We've seen the sweet side in past interviews. We know that she wants to present herself a certain way, which is totally fine. But we need to see the real side of Meghan Markle. And I'm not saying like some evil, bad side of her. But we just need a little more edge. Everything always seems very polite. She doesn't seem to crack a joke here or there. The trailer, we get a snippet of Mindy Kaling and Meghan just laughing at something that Mindy Kaling said. And then I know that she's having a few other guests, some names I've never heard of. I just feel like if she's going to have some celebrities on there needs to be some like deep conversations, some really personal questions, even on her end, things that she's answering that maybe we never knew about her. And after watching the trailer, I kind of felt like I watched the entire season. Like, the cutest part was the dog at the end, and even he was snoring. I could be wrong, wouldn't be the first time. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I think, but I think it's gonna be the same old same.
Let's make a show.
Let's go. What? This is probably one of the most glamorous moments.
You guys, I'm genuinely concerned for Meghan. I am not a Meghan hater at all. I it feels like a Blake Lively situation, kind of when people just piled on this woman. I don't know that I'm like her, it's just like, I'm not sure yet. I haven't formed an opinion. I don't hate her like a lot of the world does. I don't know. I understand some people are like, she's inauthentic. I get it. And what I'm so scared for her is that this Netflix show will make those claims stronger. From the trailer, it looks like it might be like kind of trying to be a Martha Stewart situation that feels a little forced in the trailer. At least doesn't seem like she's going to come across relatable, which I feel like she'll want to try to be. And I'm just scared for her. Meghan, why'd you have to go do that? Consult with me. Like, I would have told you.
Meghan Markle, I will not be watching your cooking show. Look like you haven't eaten in 5 years.
Meghan Markle haters, I got time for you today. Y'all came from under the crevices you crawled from, and I don't like bullies. So let's start with you. You said that Meghan Markle is on Ozempic. Maybe you should be on Ozempic the way you only show yourself from here up, okay? Everybody knows Meghan's been skinny her whole life, majority of her life. Maybe not when she was a kid. It's called baby fat. But she's been skinny. She didn't all of a sudden get skinny. You literally pulled that out of thin air. Boring. And you go on to say Meghan's show is about me. It's a show about Meghan. Who else is it supposed to be about? And you say you're not envious, yet here we are, spending your time talking about somebody else. Sounds like you wish you had a life people cared about. What is your name again? For you to flap your gums and call Meghan Markle the Dollar Tree version of Oprah Winfrey? Girl, I almost lost my mind. And who are you again? Who are you? Nobody. Sounds a little racist just to compare one black person to another black person. Out of all the people in the world, you could only choose to compare Meghan Markle to Oprah? And you go on to say, isn't there more important things she should talk about in America? But with your accent, it looks like you don't mind your own business either. What are you doing with a hat that says Make America Great Again and you ain't even from America? Sounds like you need to stay out of America business. I had to look for myself. You call yourself a journalist? All you give is your opinion. Journalist, I went to school for broadcast journalism. You're supposed to state facts, and all you do is give your opinion. Doesn't sound like a journalist to me. So therefore, mind your business, meaning I'm not done.
People are already saying that Meghan Markle's new cooking show for Netflix is going to be a flop, and here's why I think they might be right.
Another hater to the front, please. A flop? A flop? You know what's a flop? That middle part. See how Meghan did it? Yeah, get it together. I don't like bullies. So let's talk about you. What is your name? Julie. Actually, everybody didn't say it was a flop. It was Amy that wrote that article and you, Julie. Y'all the haters. You say, I think it's going to be a flop because all we've seen is a trailer. That's how this works, Julie. When a show comes out, all you get is a trailer. What more do you want? That's how this works, girl. Then you go on to compare her to Martha Stewart and go, before Martha Stewart show, she had all these books and da-da-da. So what? So what? So everybody has to have 12 books and a website and a blog before they can come out with a Netflix show? Is that what you're saying, Julie? Because in 2025, that's not the world we live in, boo-boo. You should know that. We don't even know why you have followers on this app right here. Huh? Oh, because you're a hater. That's why. And of course, you didn't stop there. You said, let's compare Meghan Markle to Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, Gwyneth and her goop. And, she was like, we knew who Gwyneth was. Do you know who Gwyneth Paltrow is? No, you don't. You don't know that woman. You just relate to her. You identify with her. I wonder why. Just a guess. Just an educated guess. And you didn't stop there. You had the nerve, the gall, to say, are Meghan and Harry kids? Are those even theirs? You said there was babies a few years ago and now they look too big to be theirs. Do they even have kids? Now, Julie, sit down. Sit down. Julie, that's just ridiculous. Do they have kids? Yes. And you know what? Let's say she did take a fake photo with some fake kids. I'd probably do it too. Tell y'all to mind y'all business. And then You end with going, why don't you go back to like what you did on the TIG? Why don't you do a blog? Instead of doing a Netflix show, you should do a blog on Substack. You tell her, forget about having a full-time job to support your family and get money. Turn the money down and create a blog on Substack instead. Show us what you got. Girl, sit down. Why don't you turn down a TV show and create a blog on Substack, huh? Y'all in grown folks' pockets. I don't think you like that Meghan can get things and you can't. Why are you so jealous? Tell me why you're jealous. Just tell me why, huh? That's what I want to know. Because this dull gray sweater on this middle part is really a Debbie Downer, to be honest. Change your wardrobe, lighten it up a little bit. You know, maybe they'll make you less of a hater, huh?
Let's be honest, the reason Meghan Markle has so many haters is because she won. Her life is a Wattpad fanfiction, and they can't stand it. She married a prince, an actual prince, from like the most famous royal family in the world, mind you, and he left them for her. Her love story with Harry is a Wattpad fanfiction, word for word, bar for bar, guys. They're so mad that he left this family that they're obsessed with for her, and they would do anything to be around these people, right? I have never cared about the royal family or Harry and Meghan. Like, I don't care about these people. But you know what I love seeing? Meghan Markle haters. You don't understand. Like, it brings me so much joy seeing them so angry all the time. You wish that was you, huh? He left the royal family for you and then like moved to America, started a whole new life. It's never gonna be you. It's always gonna be Meghan, okay? She's the main character in this story.
You know what drives them crazy about Meghan Markle, Princess Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is that once Prince Harry convinced her to marry him, she got a good look around that place and discovered that she was the smartest person there. She was the most elegant and refined person there. She was the person that had the best taste. She was the person that garnered all the headlines that those royals are so sad and greedy for. And after all of that, after they tried to destroy her mentally and physically, she looked around those dusty old castles and said, this place is ghetto. You know what's nicer? My place. You know what's more delicious? My food. You know whose wardrobe is more elegant, refined, cute? Mine. I love that. They cannot stand it. So of course we hear the exact same kind of nasty things about her that we hear about Beyonce and that we heard about Kamala Harris. All this girl is doing is giving us a lifestyle show. The exact same way she gave us that lifestyle blog, The TIG. So all she's doing what she loves, and I love lifestyle content. I especially love Leos that create lifestyle content like Martha Stewart. I can't wait to see what Princess Meghan has cooked up for us. I'm going to cook everything that she cooks. If she has amazing outfits on, like usual, I try to find them. She is fun. To me, that kind of content is fun to me. And since I'm dedicated as a member of the 92% and a Black woman living in America who's taking the next 4 years off to having fun, I invite you to enjoy watching all of the haterade that she receives, because everyone knows she was smarter than anyone else in any of those castles, more educated, more well-traveled, more intellectual, more articulate, more wise, more loving, more fun, prettier, youthful. Ooh, they age in like spoiled milk over there in Buckingham Palace in Windsor. Can't wait to see the show. I am so excited. And just so y'all know, honestly, I used to live in the UK. I love the fact that we had a Black princess. When she got married, I threw a Black princess party. And so, girl, I got the hats. I put on my hat. I invited my friends over to watch that wedding. They can't stand how beautiful and elegant and refined and unbothered she is. Yeah, I want to see the house in Montecito. I want to see how she cooks. I want to see the way she lays things out, the way she decorates. I want to see what products she has created for us to enjoy. I cannot wait. Thank you, Meghan Markle, for being our BAP, our Black American princess. I can't wait to watch it. And haters, just hate on. That's what y'all gonna do anyway.
Why are y'all so pressed when it comes to Meghan Markle? Is it because she's the Black, intelligent woman who married a prince? You want to be her? If you don't like her, don't engage with her content. Don't watch her show. Turn her TV off. Unsubscribe to Netflix. Why make a video about it? You look ridiculous. You look jealous. Yes, I will be watching the show. I like her. I like lifestyle content. It is a choice to engage. Life's about choices. Turn the damn TV off.
Meghan Markle is the spiritual successor to Princess Diana, but it was supposed to be Kate, and that's why white women in the UK hate her. That's why they ran with the Commoner Kate storyline for so long, because they were trying to mirror a happy version of Charles and Diana. But the reality is, Will and Kate are just Charles and Camilla if he would have just married Camilla first. The public was promised Princess Diana Part 2, but Kate doesn't have that soft touch that Diana had. Meghan does, and whether that's who she really is or she's just that good of an actress, it comes across as authentically her. So for a lot of white female royalists in the UK, it's really hard to play people's princess by proxy when the people's princess doesn't look like you. And they get very upset about that. And something else a lot of these women don't like to acknowledge is that because Harry is Diana's hope, because he is the one who is actually out here breaking the fucking generational curses, and that family has a lot, because he is the one who is continuing his mother's work and his mother's legacy. When he stands up and says, these people are not good people, this institution is not a good institution, these women block their ears because it wrecks the fantasy that they could one day be queen.
There is something better than a come up, and it is a keep going. The answer is yes. I will watch with love, Meghan. I will watch the Meghan Markle's new Netflix. Absolutely. I will watch the show. I will buy the pots. I will buy the pans. I am in. There is something better than a come up, and it is the keep going. Some of us are distracted by people telling us that we can't. Some of us are discouraged by people telling us who it is that we are. This woman has twisted and turned, but never changed. I'm going to do this thing. I want to do this thing. I'd like to do this thing. I'm going to try this thing. And instead of focusing on the come up, she's just keeping it moving. And for all of us that are getting lost in what people say about us, families and how they react to us, there's no bigger or stronger family than the royal family. And she just keeps it moving. She just keeps going. Don't worry about coming up. Just worry about keeping it moving. I'm looking forward to Meghan Markle's new show. I hope you are too. Let's keep it moving.
I know I don't see the same people calling themselves coastal grandmother, drinking champagne and eating caviar for New Year's, calling Meghan Markle boring. Please. If y'all are shaking in your boots now, this year's gonna be something else for y'all, because the way I've been seeing Black women come out the bag with entertaining and hosting content, woo! Prepare to be sick of me reposting. Prepare to be sick of me frolicking in my own garden in an apron and maybe wearing a cute dress pouring champagne. Akila Relaford Good, Hill House, all of y'all, this is your time to shine.
What is more like fun for me to see these people say is, oh, I'm not trying to be a hater, I'm not a racist, but she's not all that. I'm like, oh, come on. There's a lot of pummed ladies that you see on the internet that are being pushed, and you're like, why is this person even being like pushed so much? And they don't come out to complain about it. They are very okay. They don't care. But when it comes to like a Black person, like a Black woman, really like, being given opportunities and really being in the spotlight and people really actually liking that person, they cannot stand it. They cannot stand it. And it's crazy. Like, if it's not in the attention of a white face, as white women, as they are used to saying things like it always has to be in their beauty standard, in their only eyes, like they should be the only ones to be, seen, and attention has to be on them. If it's not, they cannot stand it. They would rather, just see Kate come and just wave at people, and it's going to be all over. And they're going to say on how pleasant, how humble, how beautiful. And I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm not saying Kate is ugly. But like, the reason they hate Meghan Markle is because she overpowers. Like, she makes Kate be the shadow of like Meghan, if that makes sense. Like, when Meghan is around and Kate is around, people are not going to focus more on Kate. It's going to be like about Meghan Markle, and they cannot stand it. And that's why they always do like the most to make her look bad in the public eye. And I feel like people are so used to it that they don't even care anymore. And people, I feel like the more they put hate on Meghan, the more, people even like look into her, and she even trends more, and then people even like her, because you look at it and you're like, this lady has done nothing to anyone. She literally left the royal family to go and raise her family in her safe space, but they still can't stand it. They just want to see her like gone, or probably, not alive, for them to feel good. And it's just funny. It's just funny. Like white women need to, like white women really need to chill. And I mean, the world is changing. Like I say all the time, it's no longer in their favor as it used to be. You know, people don't care anymore about white tears or white cries or, you know, them coming and complaining a lot. And it really triggers them. They can't stand it. And, you know, how dare you as a black woman get a Netflix show? Because I mean, let's face it, if it was Kate and William, oh my God, everyone would be like so happy. They would be praising, they would be saying all these nice things. But because it's a black woman, because it is a black person, it's a crime. It's a crime. Why is she making money? Why are you making money? You should be home silent. Don't do anything. They want her to just be there. I can't. These women are crazy. And one thing for sure, guys, is I loved watching a lot of black people come out to defend Meghan Markle because, I mean, if we don't, who's going to do it, right? The Western media has never, ever put anything positive about this woman. They just can't stand seeing a black woman thriving and not even caring about what white people say. Like the way Meghan Markle is so unbothered, but what, you know, the royal press or what the Western press says about her is the worst kind of treatment you can ever give a white person. Like they want to always like have attention from like black people, and this woman is not bothered by them. She doesn't give a f about them. She does what she wants. She does whatever she feels like, and they can't stand it. They cannot stand it. So seeing black people come out and defend her really means a lot. And I mean, guys, I saw a lot of videos. Like I couldn't share them, you know, with you. I had to pick a few. So many black people really came out strong to promote and talk about this show of Meghan Markle and defending her, like I said, from these crazy women, these crazy white women that, of course, use the excuse of, oh, I'm not racist, I'm just giving my opinion. But I mean, all the opinions I saw from these women, the palmed women, were all negative. Most were all negative. So what does that mean? You know, why the hate? Why are you hating on this woman and comparing her with, you know, other white women? Like, make it make sense. That's being you, or that's you being a racist. And because you want to kind of defend yourself and be negative, you have to say, oh, I'm not racist. You know, I'm just giving my opinion. But we know. I mean, we know. Yeah, guys, that is it for me in the video. Let me know what you think about this. Does, you know, is Meghan Markle really that bad in the world? Is she the most horrible woman living on planet Earth? Like, is she that bad of a person? Guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate your time. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.